What's up, you guys? I'm Simone.
And I'm Sierra.
And this is Up on Game. So today's episode is going to be our mental health part 2. And we have a special guest, our dear friend turned family, our basketball sister, Kristen Simon.
Kristen Simon, yeah. So this is a very special episode for us because Kristen is very, very dear to us.
Yes.
We've played with her, travel ball growing up. We've known her for a very long time, played against her, had some battles, you know what I'm saying? So this is very, very, very special for us.
Mm-hmm.
So Kristen, we're gonna go into her accolades in 1 second, but Kristen, while at USC, she did a segment on mental health, and was very courageous on speaking out, on her struggles with mental health, okay? So we brought her here today to you guys so she can talk about, some mental health issues that she suffered with, or, how she overcame some things, So she's here to talk to you guys. We're so happy to have her. So let's go through her accolades. First of all, a beast. I'm going to just tell you firsthand.
Beast.
A beast. You want her on your team. You don't want to be playing against her. I'm just saying it right now. We had a lot of battles in high school. Let's get into accolades, though. 3 CIF championships. 2011 state champion.
Yes.
5-star recruit out of Windward High School. Shout out to Windward.
And shout out to Windward.
She led and she went to USC for college. Led USC in scoring both her junior and senior year. And she led in rebounding her senior year. Yeah. Going crazy. Named to the all Pac-12 team. Averaged nearly a double-double her senior year. 17.9 points.
Oh my God.
9.2 rebounds. She averaged that her senior year. That's crazy. Pac-12 is a great league too.
Yeah.
And now she plays overseas in her league in Israel. She was player of the week multiple times. Now she's overseas, and now she's here.
And the ULG still.
She blessed us, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You guys make sure y'all pay attention. This is a game given to y'all by somebody who's been through it.
Yeah.
So check it out. Kristen Simon.
What's up, y'all? I'm Kristen Simon. I've played basketball since I was about 10 years old. I've played in club, high school, college, and I currently play overseas. Simone and Sierra, we grew up together. We've played basketball together. We're from the same city. And so, they're using their platform to educate, younger hoopers, or even older hoopers, just spreading women's basketball around, and just our knowledge and our voice, because, we do have a voice. We, as women, I feel like play the game a little bit more, with a little bit more fundamentals, and, it requires a little bit more mental, so, our voices do matter. So, today they wanted me to talk about mental health, and, I've struggled with mental health, I think, most of my life, just with, depression and anxiety and, all of those things. And so I'm just, coming here just to kind of explain or, give knowledge about my path and how I've been able to overcome things, and, my necessary techniques, or whatever you want to call them. How did basketball play a part in my mental health journey? I think it played a huge part. Obviously, it, in the positive ways, it helped me learn, to be tough and, resilient. And I feel like those are always like the commercial answers. But, personally for me, it was definitely just the level of learning, how present I'm not. Realizing how much I was in my head, how much I'm thinking about this, that, or the other, and I wasn't being present. So it helped me learn, I have to figure out a way to, be more present throughout, not just basketball, but through my, through my life in general. So it definitely showed me, I think for me, basketball kind of exposed, the things I needed to work on, just as a human being, and, being present and kind of, getting out of my head and, really taking care of myself in general. Taking care of my mental health, making sure, I'm checking in with myself, or, I'm eating the right things, or, I'm meditating, am I reading, am I, doing all these things, self-care to just, take care of myself. And, when I did and when I do, I'm not perfect. So I'm not consistently, everybody has their ups and downs. I'm not consistently, doing this, but I know when I'm in a good spot, when I'm grooving and I'm more present, in my basketball, or just in life in general. What's the hardest part about struggling with mental health and being an athlete? The hardest part about struggling with mental health and being an athlete, I think the hardest thing for me was confidence, and confidence in myself, because if you dealt with mental health issues or anything like that, it's that negative talk in your head, that little voice in your head that's just constantly just beating you down. And whether you have a coach or fans or whoever that are like, oh no, you can't do this, it kind of just plays on the things that's already set in your head, and kind of fighting that battle and being able to kind of still be confident, still be like, no, I can do this, or I can do that, looking at the facts of things, and I've put in the work to do this, so I can do this. It's hard, to just really get to that space of saying, okay, look at the facts, not what your head is saying, even what other people are saying, because, a lot of people aren't going to believe in you the way you believe in you. So it's definitely a struggle, like, just with the confidence. It's hard, but if you're able to, I guess, overcome those things, then, you end up, I thought you end up a lot stronger than a lot of other people, because it's like, you're defeating in some type of way yourself. Yeah. Oh, this is another thing. I think the hardest part, especially in college, was just, having to show up every single day and try to be present every single day. You have schoolwork, you have tutoring, you have basketball practice, you have games, you have all these things, and it's like super hard to just get a second and just kind of check in with yourself. You know what I'm saying? So you can't. I mean, at least when I was in college, you can't go up to your coach and be like, I need a mental health day. Like, they don't look at you like, get inside the gym. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just wasn't like that for me. So it was definitely hard. And some days, it makes you kind of want to shut down, because it's like, some days, you really just can't do it. And your mind, or whatever the case may be, you really just have to go inside and really just go and take care of yourself. What impact did your teammates have on you in this process? I think especially in college, well, actually all my life, I think all of my friends, good 80%, all of my friends I probably met through basketball, or the person that I met through basketball, I've met through them. All of my super close friends I've met through basketball. And so, I think I will focus more on college in terms of just like, we were all kind of going through the same things, being 18 and 19 or whatever, leaving home for the first time, going to college, and it's just like, it's such a demand on, you have to do this, you have to do this, you have to do this, you have to act like this, you have to act like that. It's super hard, to keep up and, keep up, like, trying to do all those things every single day, 24/7. And so your teammates, especially in college, they become your sisters, they become family, or your brothers, whoever. And they become your real support system, because it gets hard. I think as a human being, we deal with certain levels of mental health. Everybody has those days where it's just like, yo, guys, I'm really out of it today. I need y'all help. I need y'all support. Coaches on me, or this test was hard, whatever the case may be, and just kind of really being that support system for each other, because we're literally with each other all single day. Besides basketball, what were activities that you kept calm and at ease? Besides basketball, I think, I love to write poems, short stories. I think the main thing with me was like really just goofing around with my teammates, and just like having fun, like doing really silly stuff. Like, college for me was super fun because it was like, oh my God, I get to like, I'm coming home and there's nobody telling me like, what time I have to be home, or, I have to be doing this, or I have to be doing that. So, there were times, there were nights where me and my teammates would be in the room just laughing all night about literally whatever. And, it was those nights and those times that like hold dear to me, because they were just so funny and they were just so necessary in those moments. Another thing that I picked up probably later on in my college years was, yoga and meditating. And I really started to read. Like, I started to read again as soon as I was finished with school, which is weird. But, I started doing yoga and meditating and reading. And it really just helped me, fine-tune those my muscles to focus and my muscles to be present. It really helped me get in that present moment and get out of my head. And so for me, those things were like vital. I think those three things for me now are like the main three things that, help me with, just my mental health issues.
What's up, y'all? Hope y'all are enjoying the episode.
Yes.
You know what time it is. It's time for the water break. Get into it real quick. Okay, so today's water break is name your 5 top sports movies of all time. 5 top sports movies, real quick, real smooth, just like that. 5 top sports movies. Simone got y'all first. Let's get it.
All right, it's a little diverse. Okay, A League of Their Own, Glory Road. Okay, Miracle, Blue Chips. This is a hard one. Race.
Okay.
About Jesse Owens.
I got you. Okay. Mine is no specific order. I'm going to throw Love and Basketball in there, of course. Remember the Titans.
Okay.
Space Jam.
Oh.
Hold on. I like Miracle too. I'm losing. I don't.
Miracle's a classic.
Miracle. What's that movie?
What is it about?
When they was in jail. Adam Sandler.
The Longest Yard.
The Longest Yard. Those are my top 5 right there. No particular order.
Yeah, mine not in no order either.
So y'all, that was a real quick water break. We gotta hurry up and get back to this episode. This is a good episode right here. Like, we need to hurry up and get back to it. Thank y'all for tuning in. You know what I'm saying? As a quick water break, I hope y'all enjoy. Stay tuned.
I think for me, the things that I would recommend for athletes going through the same thing, or, the tips that I would say are, understand that, like, you're not alone. Your mind can kind of try to play tricks on you and make you feel like, you're the only person that feels like this, or, nobody can help you, or, you can't help yourself. And, that's not true. The mind will try and trick you, especially when you're down or you're in that depression or in that anxiety, and it's, everything, your head's just getting piled up with thoughts, just to kind of try and be present in that moment. We tend to shy away from things that seem, I guess, traumatic, and you have to be present in order to, understand how to conquer the battle, because that's how I view it. It's just me conquering a battle. It's me conquering, trying to get over this hill in a way that's healthy and, responsible, because you're going to get through it. You know what I'm saying? And it's just a level on, how will you come out on the other end? Because pain or, whatever, is not forever. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's up and downs, it stops and it'll go, it'll stop and then it'll go. But, you have to, I think for me, I had to learn, really good tools to help myself get out of these situations. Because for a long time, I was, feeling depressed, and then I would just lay in the depression, and I would just lay. And then, the depression would kind of easily go away, but it's like, it left me feeling, I still feel defeated, and I still feel like, weak. And, because I wasn't being present in those moments and saying, okay, when my mind is saying this, or, when I'm feeling like this, I have to remind myself these things, looking at the facts of things, and not basing things off your feelings, because sometimes, you may feel something initially, but that may not be your feeling in 10 minutes or in 20 minutes. Just like, you see a candy bar, you want a candy bar, and then it's like, if that candy bar wasn't there, you wouldn't want that candy bar. So it's just showing, like, feelings and emotions may come up, but they're not concrete. Everything comes and goes in their own waves. And another thing I would say with that is, understanding to just control what you can control. So I can control, me being present as I can. I can control me putting all my effort into being present. I can control, whatever the things that I have that are on me. I can control those things. I can't control how other people feel. I can't control how people view me. I can't control how, people try to hurt me. A lot of people that, that may hurt you, or, say things to you that are necessarily negative. It's not necessarily towards you. It's really towards them. And, it's really, what they're going on and what's going on in their heads. And so with that, I will also say, talk to somebody. I talk to, a lot of people. I talk to therapists. I talk to, just, really close friends, mentors, and just really acquiring knowledge. And the more knowledge you acquire the more you figure out things about yourself, and, understanding your triggers, and, what hurts you, or, how you react to your triggers and things like that. The more knowledge you have on those things, the more you can say, if somebody says something rude to me and my natural reaction is to really just start, going in on them, I can, put all my energy into, or have the knowledge and be like, okay, at this moment, this is the way I want to react, because this is how I always reacted, but I want to change. So in this moment, I'm going to, try to take 10 deep breaths, or I'm going to walk away, or I'm going to, you have to break those cycles and those patterns. And when you do that, every time you try to break that pattern up, it gets weaker and weaker and weaker until, it's just like a muscle. You train a muscle, you have to train your mind. And the more you train your mind in the, negative self-talk, and really falling into, those thoughts that are in your head, and really believe in them, that the more those things are going to get stronger. I know this is easier said than done, but, with all sincerity, I would say would just really fight, everybody's path is different. And, I can't even say that at this point in my life that I've figured everything out, because I really haven't. But I would say fight. I would say, don't give up, because there were times where, I wanted to give up, or I tried to give up, and, in the end, I wouldn't have gotten here if I gave up. And, there is light at the end of the tunnel. There's another tunnel with another light. It's probably a bigger light than the eventual light, than your first light. We're all on this universe. We're all here for a very special reason. And it's just our job, to really get that, that whatever you believe in, that higher power out of you and into the world. Because we all have a higher power. in us. And so for me, it's just really gaining knowledge. And it was really me reading, it was me meditating, it was me journaling, it was me trying I've tried things that don't work. I've tried things that worked for this point in my life but may not work in this point in my life. You know what I'm saying? So it's an ongoing thing of just really figuring out yourself. And don't let anybody tell you about your progress, because a lot of times there's a lot of internal progress going on that may not be able to show externally yet. That doesn't mean you stop. That doesn't mean you quit. That doesn't mean that what the work that you're doing is not valid. And it is, because it is valid. A lot of internal work, it'll eventually come externally. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, if we're not happy with ourselves, it doesn't matter. So, that's the energy we're going to give out to everybody else. So you're with yourself all the time. And it's just like, you building a friendship or a relationship with somebody, you have to build a relationship with yourself and, really get to understand yourself. But knowledge is power. Knowledge is everything. We have social media, we have the internet, and it's really quite crazy. You can really find everything for free if you search for things, or there's books or things like that. But I think for me it's just keep fighting, and that knowledge is power. And in the words of Kendrick Lamar, don't neglect the progress of a baby step. And yeah, I appreciate you guys, and appreciate Up On Game. Shout outs to them. And yeah, this was dope. So I'm out.
Wow. So we're back, and we hope you guys jotted down the notes, took
a lot of game, man.
Took in what Kristen was saying, because that's a lot for someone to tell everyone else their struggles. Okay, so that's really courageous of her. Big shout out, kudos to her. We just want to thank you guys for tuning in, and we want to thank our sister Kristen again. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Chris.
Thank you so much. We appreciate you, and y'all already know how the game go. Make sure you like, subscribe to our channel, like your favorite videos, drop some love in the comments, share the video, run them views up.
Support the gear. You know what I'm saying? Keep supporting us. Thank you guys. We appreciate it. Stay up on game.